Okay guys, so Palantir lost the support level we mentioned this Wednesday around $18. And it feels like it's just dropping, nothing can help Palantir. But how problematic is our situation? Is Palantir going to crash? Is it going to hit the $9 again? Well, we'll see, right? We'll see. In this video, I will try to find some sense in this market. I will share my own thoughts and insights. And guys, always keep in mind, I'm just a retail trader like you, like everybody else. I do not like to consider myself as any kind of guru, as an expert. I don't like to see me this way, okay? I'm just a guy sharing my thoughts here on YouTube, and I'm just glad if I can help one person with my insights. But our community is growing quite nicely over here, okay? Our community is growing very, very nicely. So consider subscribing to this channel if you are new around here, and if you are not, if you are already my subscriber, remember to click on the like button because you know that our content is pretty good. I am going to share my technical insights. We are going to use price action to try to understand Palantir right now, to set some targets and to see where it could go from here. All right, so let's take a quick look at Palantir's charts over here. First, this multiple bottom, this classic multiple bottom, it was lost. The moment it was lost, okay, Palantir is turning bearish in the short term for good, because until then, we are just moving sideways. We are trendless, okay? So just moving erratically, and right now we confirmed the continuation of the mid-term bear trend, okay? So all right, Palantir is bearish since November 8th over here, and we are just continuing the bearish sentiment. All right, I do not believe the $20 is applicable anymore thanks to the recent movements on Palantir. However, we lost the $18, but we have this purple line over here, which is another support level. Now you might say, but Nathan, we are losing this purple line, and I agree with you. That's a fact. We are losing it. But if you look in the weekly chart, it feels like there's still hope for it. If this candlestick is indeed an exhaustion bar, and it has a very decent chance of being an exhaustion bar, okay? How so? Because this candlestick over here was an ignition bar, okay? Very strong bar, high volume, and I'm sorry, this was our ignition bar, okay? This candlestick didn't, okay, the volume was decent, but it was not explosive. This was our ignition bar. Palantir did a lower high and a lower low, ignition bar, high volume, it dropped sharply. We lost the EMA in one single bearish leg, and right now we are dropping. Now we retested this purple line over here, and we are doing a quite strong candlestick as well, dropping 8% this week with a decent volume as well. Okay, so there is a decent chance we are seeing an exhaustion bar in our face. So if next week we see any kind of bullish candlestick over here, I think this is going to confirm the idea of an exhaustion bar near support level, doing a false breakout from this purple line, and confirming a possible reversal pattern, okay? Of course, this is going to take a few more weeks because we have one more week to go and the confirmation in the next week, so we have at least 2 weeks to confirm any bullish candlestick pattern over here, any bullish reversal pattern around. And if you look in the 1 hour chart, it seems Palantir is trying to stabilize itself around this support level. Okay, look at this candlestick. Take a look at this. This is not normal. It is the amplitude of this candlestick is immense. Okay, it's quite huge. And Palantir is dancing around here without breaking for good this highest point or even this lowest point over here. We are just dancing around, and it feels like we are just doing a sideways correction, an approximation between EMA and price before we can do something new. Of course, sure, if Palantir does not react next week, if it actually loses this purple line for good, okay, Potentially the $9 is going to be our next target, okay, potentially. However, for now, I think it's not a good opportunity to sell Palantir. I mean, guys, let me look at you for 1 second. Guys, let's pretend you are an institutional investor, you are part of the smart money over here, and you are out of Palantir. You see a chart like this one that I'm showing to you guys, near support level. What you would do if you were out and if you had a lot of money? Well, I don't know you, but I would buy it. Why? Because we are near support level, okay? If Palantir drops, it would require a much stronger bearish structure in order for Palantir to lose its support level for good. However, if we react, Palantir could easily fly, and see if it flies, I have a personal target around 33.95. I firmly believe Palantir is going to fill this gap in the future. I don't know how, I don't know when, I believe it's going to fill this gap. Just like we nailed it, the 1208 in Tesla with an astonishing precision, and there are still people who don't believe in technical analysis, right? There are still people saying that oh, TA is bullshit. Well, probably it's because you don't know how to read charts, okay? That's your problem, that's not TA's problems, all right? So right now, I have a personal target at $23.95. However, we must wait for confirmation. Okay, without confirmation, we cannot buy Palantir over here. We must wait for a bullish structure to appear. That's the main difference between gamblers and real traders. Real traders wait for confirmation. They don't mind in paying a premium, paying a little bit more for confirmation's sake, because if they wait for confirmation, of course they are going to pay more, but that's the premium for more accuracy in your trades. While a gambler, it's going to trade without any technique. He's going to buy or sell because he thinks it's going to drop or go up, and this is life, okay? Gamblers are supposed to lose money, while real traders are supposed to survive in this market long enough to become profitable. That's the story of the stock market. That's the story of retail traders. Right now, is Palantir a buy? Unfortunately, no. Palantir is not a buy right now because we don't have any meaningful bullish sign. But guys, again, assuming we're going to see any bullish candlestick pattern next week, let's say it's going to do a piercing line candlestick pattern or a harami candlestick pattern or even a bullish engulfing. Guys, the risk-reward ratio is going to make perfect sense, because if you want to set a long position, you're going to buy near a support level. Your stop loss would be near last week's low. And if you set a target at 23.95, we are going to talk about a risk-reward ratio of 3.81. Almost, your reward is going to be almost 4 times the risk. And that's incredible. That's very good. That's how the smart money always play in this market. We always must assess the right risk management, see the potential reward, see our potential risks, and okay. So I think it's much more interesting to buy than to sell right now. If you are part of the smart money and if you wanted to sell, guys, you are going to sell over here. Considering your target is around $9, okay, around here. Your risk-reward ratio is of 2.88, and you are going to sell near a support level, taking your chances of seeing a pullback to the EMA at least again and being stopped out. That's terrible. This configuration is horrible in many ways. I don't like the idea of shorting Palantir near a support level. The odds of a trade like this backfiring is very, very high. I do not like the situation. I prefer way a long trade than a short trade over here. And my friends, remember, now let me talk to you for 1 second. There is a very high chance you are watching me for the first or second time, and there is a very high chance you are not my subscriber. There is also a very high chance that you are a man and that you are between 20 or 50 years old, and well, I bet you like this video, am I right? So in this case, well, consider subscribing at this channel. But what if you are not? What if you're a woman? What if you are 60 years old, 70s, I don't know. Well, you must subscribe as well, because our content is good. And that's your last chance to subscribe to this channel, because this video is over. Thank you very much for your support, my friends. Thanks a lot. Stay safe. Farewell.